Have you ever felt exhausted? Not from doing too much, but from wanting too much. You want to be loved more, respected more, earn more, be more. So you keep chasing. But the more you chase, the emptier you feel. And one day, you wake up surrounded by everything you thought you wanted, but you can't find yourself in any of it. Desire has quietly made you its slave. It controls your thoughts, your actions, your peace. And until you learn to want less, you will never be truly free. Part 1. Why wanting too much makes you a slave. We like to think we're free. We move where we want, buy what we like, date who we choose. But how free are you? If your peace depends on things you don't control, that person didn't text you back. Suddenly, your whole day is ruined. Didn't hit your monthly income goal. Now you're questioning your worth. Someone online didn't validate your post. You spiral into self-doubt. That's not freedom, that's slavery, with invisible chains. The Stoics warned us, the more things you must have to feel okay, the more you give away your power. You want to be loved so badly, you tolerate disrespect. You want success so desperately, you sacrifice your values. You want approval so constantly, you become a stranger to yourself. And here's the tragedy. You never realize you're in a prison because the door is wide open, but your mind won't walk out. Epictetus said, "Freedom is the only worthy goal in life. It is won by disregarding things that lie beyond our control." Desire isn't bad, but desire that owns you is dangerous. There's a difference between saying, "I'd enjoy that," and "I need that to be happy." The first leaves you grounded. The second leaves you hostage. So ask yourself, what do I constantly crave? And what power have I given away trying to get it? That's where your real chains are. And the first step to breaking them is learning to want less. Part 2. The illusion of more in a world that profits from your restlessness. Look around you. The entire system is designed to keep you chasing. Your phone flashes with ads. Upgrade to the latest model. Social media shows highlight reels of strangers' lives, whispering, "You're falling behind." The world keeps repeating one message: you are not enough unless you have more. And so you run. More money, more likes, more achievements, more recognition. But more is like a horizon. It moves the closer you get. The Stoics understood this trap long before modern consumerism. They saw how humans mistake abundance for happiness. But happiness isn't in having more, it's in needing less. Seneca wrote, "It is not the man who has too little, but the man who craves more that is poor." Think about the last time you wanted something so badly, a car, a promotion, that pair of shoes. When you finally got it, how long did the joy last? Days? Maybe weeks? Then your mind started craving the next thing. That's how the cycle keeps you enslaved. This isn't just about possessions. It's also about chasing constant approval, validation, or status. It's a hunger that can't be satisfied because it feeds on itself. The truth? You don't need half the things you're told to want. But the world thrives on your restlessness. It profits from keeping you unhappy with the present moment. The Stoic way is different. It's not about rejecting life's pleasures, but about seeing them clearly and refusing to let them own you. Freedom starts when you realize this. More doesn't make you free. It makes you dependent. Part 3. The Stoic shift. From wanting to willing, most people wake up each day already dissatisfied. Not because something is wrong, but because they believe something should be different. They want traffic to disappear, their partner to change, their job to be easier, life to go exactly how they imagined. And when it doesn't, they suffer. Not from life itself, but from their resistance to it. The Stoics taught something radical. Don't fight what is. Align with it. Not with weakness, but with wisdom. Epictetus said, "Do not seek for things to happen the way you want them to. Rather, want them to happen the way they do happen, and you will be happy." This isn't passive, it's powerful. There's a deep strength in shifting from, "I hope everything goes my way," to "whatever comes, I'm ready." You still set goals, you still take action, but your peace isn't held hostage by the outcome. Think about it. How many times have you stressed over things that never even happened, or wished so badly for something, only to realize later it wasn't what you needed? Wanting is fragile. Willingness is flexible. The Stoic shift is this. You don't need life to cooperate. You need you to show up with calm clarity, no matter what. That's not defeat. That's freedom. Part 4. Real-life practice. Desire detox. We all carry a mental wish list. Things we think will make us feel complete. But how often do we stop to question where these desires come from? Are they truly ours, or were they inherited? From ads, parents, culture, comparison? Start here. Take 5 minutes today to write down the top 5 things you desire most right now. Then ask yourself, do I really want this? Or do I think I should want this? What will this actually give me? And can I give it to myself in another way? For example, maybe you want a luxury car, but what you really want is to feel respected. Or you crave a big promotion. But it's not about the title, it's about feeling valuable. When you see through the surface, you often realize you don't want the thing, you want the feeling you believe it brings. And many of those feelings, peace, confidence, connection, can be cultivated now, without waiting. The Stoics practiced voluntary discomfort. They would sleep on the floor, eat simple food, go without luxuries, not to punish themselves, but to prove they could be content with little. This isn't deprivation, it's liberation. When you reduce your dependency on external comforts, you increase your internal strength. You stop being a slave to wanting, and you start being a master of yourself. Part 5. Want less, feel more. When you're always chasing what's next, you miss what's now. You don't feel the warmth of the sun on your skin. You don't hear your child laughing in the background. You don't taste your food because your mind is already on tomorrow's to-do list. Desire makes you numb to the present because it teaches you that happiness is always somewhere else. Not here. Not yet. The Stoics practiced presence, not through meditation apps, but through attention. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Concentrate every minute like a Roman on doing what's in front of you with precision, purpose, and genuine care. Next time you eat, just eat. Next time someone speaks, really listen. Next time you walk, feel your feet touch the ground." These aren't spiritual exercises. They're acts of rebellion in a world addicted to distraction. When you stop needing more, you start feeling more. You feel grateful instead of greedy. You feel connected instead of consumed. You feel alive because you're finally here. That's the quiet gift of wanting less. Not that you have less joy, but that you're finally awake enough to notice it. Part 6. Outro. The quiet rebellion of self-discipline. To want less in today's world is a radical act, because everything around you screams, more is better, bigger is success, faster is freedom. But the Stoic knows that's a lie wrapped in noise. Real power isn't in having it all. It's in needing very little to be at peace. When you step away from the endless pursuit, you step into something deeper. Contentment, simplicity, clarity. You begin to see that your worth was never tied to your car, your followers, or your paycheck. It was always in your character, how you carry yourself when no one's watching. It was always in your discipline, the quiet choices you make that no one applauds. It was always in your freedom, from the noise, from the pressure, from the lie that you're not enough. Epictetus said, "Wealth consists not in having great possessions, but in having few wants." So what if your next act of courage was not to go get more, but to let go? Subscribe now for more tools to practice Stoic freedom, because in the end, the less you need, the freer you are.